Welcome you back to Boxing Jabs tonight. We're going to talk about Canelo Alvarez on September 30th. We'll be facing Jermell Charlo, not Jermall. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. We had breaking news that Canelo Alvarez has picked his opponent, and everybody thought it would be Jermell Charlo. But Jermell Charlo said he would not be ready because he's not in shape, and plus he hasn't had a fight in 2 years. So the fight was given to his twin brother, who was the undisputed champion at 154. We know that Canelo fights at 168 and at light heavyweight at 175. So Canelo Alvarez is going to have a huge advantage over Jermell Charlo, the much bigger, stronger fighter. He should be able to physically dominate this smaller man. And I'm talking about, when you talk about 14 pounds in boxing, plus when you put on water weight, Canelo could be up to 185, 190, fighting this 154 fighter. This is a huge advantage for Canelo. And it seems like this is a setup fight for Canelo to win easily. Then he'll possibly, after that fight, fight Jermell Charlo after he has a tune-up and probably beat both of the twins. Instead of him going after a David Morrell or Benavidez, I would love to see that fight. But this fight, Charlo is taking a huge advantage. He's taking a huge step up because he had a fight coming up with Zoo. And I wanted to see that fight. I thought that would be a truly exciting fight for the undisputed champion. But he's moving up. He's taking that chance for greatness. Because if he wins this fight, that will put Charlo in a whole different look, man. I'm telling you, if Charlo was to step in there, and he wouldn't have took this fight if he didn't think he could win this fight. I think Jermell is a better fighter than his brother, better boxer than his brother. And he has a great team around him that may give him the opportunity to win this fight. But I just don't see it. I just don't see this small man going in a ring, beating Canelo Alvarez. He's just too big and too strong. He'll physically dominate Jermell Charlo. But Jermell Charlo is willing to do it. His trainer is willing to do it. You know, he's the same trainer as Earl Spence. And they truly believe that he can beat Canelo Alvarez. But not now. Not at the size this man is. And not as strong as Canelo Alvarez is. And we're just talking about physical. We're still not talking about Canelo's boxing skills, his ring generalship, his pedigree. May be too much for Jermell Charlo. And if you know anything about boxing, it's hard for the small man to step up and beat the big man unless you are part of that elite level in boxing. Okay? Like a Henry Armstrong, who won championships at lightweight, welterweight, and middleweight. It's very difficult to do that in modern day boxing. So Canelo Alvarez has all the advantages in this fight. He has all the check marks in his column. So we'll see what Jermell Charlo can do. I think this fight will sell because both of the fighters are undisputed champions. And people love to see champions fight champions. And that right there will do well for both of the fighters, and especially when it comes to making money. I want to thank you for listening to this quick take on Boxing Jabs about the Alvarez Jermell Charlo fight. I think it's going to be a pretty good fight, but I think Canelo is just going to beat the boy up and stop him late.